Australia's big cities are ballooning, and in the outer suburbs, grey roofs are taking over the landscape.
When we started to build this house,
It was nothing.
but now you see there's like houses everywhere.
We really are at danger of sleepwalking towards being a nation of megacities. Well, we need to be prepared better.
The politicians really need to pull their heads out of their arse.
Exurbs are suburbs on the outer edge of a growing major city. It's borrowed from the US. It's intended to be a more neutral term describing the sort of areas that are appearing on the edge of our major cities as they grow. Sydney, Melbourne, the Gold Coast, Brisbane, southeast Queensland are all the fastest areas of growth in Australia. They are doubling or tripling in size and population every 10 or 20 years.
If the suburbs are beyond the city, then the exurbs are beyond the suburbs, home to an estimated 4.6 million Australians. Just don't call these residents fringe dwellers.
People from the city that come out here, they just, where are you? Where do you live? This is, you know.
But they like it. They love it.
What do you say to the snobs?
To the snobs?
Come and meet the real people that live here.
Quad biking in Queensland's fastest growing exurb, Pimpamar, is a family affair for the Kirbys. They live 50 kilometres from Brisbane CBD and 30 kilometres from the centre of the Gold Coast.
It's good to get away on the weekends and, you know, just come out here for a couple of videos and...
I like the puddles because you can get wet and it's fun to do it.
They're very much Pimpamar and proud.
I wear my heart on my sleeve for the area. We need a voice. It's a great area. It's in the middle of the heart of the Gold Coast and the heart of Brisbane.
Dad Doug drives trucks for a living.
The money can be good. I love my job. I love driving trucks.
While Mum Mel commutes about 20 minutes to her work in Logan Home in Brisbane South.
My job is great. I get to go to work and have fun all the time. I'm in the entertainment business with bowling. I get to have fun with kids.
The cost of living was a big invitation up here. Like, houses are close together, but we've got 2 living areas, 4 bedrooms, an ensuite, you know, and it's a good size home.
Yeah.
So compared to what you'll get down the southern end of the coast.
Could you rent a house like this in Brisbane?
No way.
Urban planner John Brockhoff says Brisbane and the Gold Coast appear to be merging.
The whole of southeast Queensland needs to be understood as an emerging megacity. From the Sunshine Coast to Toowoomba all the way down to the New South Wales border and Tweed Heads.
The Queensland government has promised to build a new $2.4 billion highway to take pressure off the M1, but construction won't start until 2023, while a new $5.4 billion rail line should be up and running by 2024.
I'll probably be dead by then. The big things are great, they're coming, but let's fix the things to get to these big things.
Yeah.
And it's the roads.
Like the roads, it's a nightmare sometimes.
It's really important that over the long term it's shaped and planned as a coherent whole so that the infrastructure that each area needs, the connections each area needs are planned so that it all fits together.
In Australia's largest city, Sydney, it's the Macarthur region about 60 kilometres from the CBD that's booming, where rural charm clashes with housing estates. It's home to Claudia Mendoza and Israel Rodriguez, who have started up Latin dance classes in Campbelltown.
I've been dancing since I was very little. We've just got our own studio 2 months ago. And so that is doing crazy well. So that's what I think I like about what we're doing, to bring culture, but also to bring the social aspect back to people.
Claudia and Israel are raising their 4-year-old son Orlando in nearby Menangle, where it's not quite the country, but not quite the city.
Bakamu, bakamu, bakamu. Look, all the familia.
I see it.
You see them?
Yeah.
Muchos macamus, muchos.
Mucho bakamus.
It looks like a town, but a suburb.
To get to Sydney's CBD and back, it costs about $10 in tolls, $14 by train. But Claudia and Israel only venture to the city for the occasional kids' day out and spend more time here.
The town has been fighting to not have the development happen, but obviously people's voices don't count anymore, really. It's all the big wigs with money. Your heart sort of sinks and thinks, oh, but this is all going to be houses soon. Like, this is going to be the last time I see it.
Yeah.
But one development they would like to see is something many take for granted.
This is our septic tank. We get it pumped out every month and it costs us $350.
How does it feel not to be connected to the sewerage?
It hurts the pocket.
In the new exurb of Oran Park, northwest of Campbelltown, neat roads have replaced what used to be a racing car circuit.
Sydney's now a city of 5 million people, and by mid-century it'll be up around 8 million, and it'll be approaching the scale of a mega city. At that scale, even more than now, it'll need to have several major centres. We can't all look to the centre of Sydney.
In Melbourne's southeast, about 50 kilometres from the CBD, thousands of new residents are moving into Cranbourne, past Dandenong, every year.
Melbourne's also growing fast. Its challenge, though, is that as it grows outwards, the distances are substantial back into the centre.
Arlene Figaro and Clarence Rabo have lived in Cranbourne North with their 2 sons for the past 8 years.
So we are Mauritian. We migrated to Australia 11 years ago.
Mauritian culture is it's very welcoming. We like to welcome people in our home.
Dad Clarence works as a building detailer a short drive away, while Mum Arlene runs a home photography
Smile.
business
Chin
and
forward
also
a little
works
bit and
part-time
down,
in the
yeah.
city designing lingerie.
Now I do only 2 days, mostly because there's a lot of traveling. I usually come back home 7:30 or 8, and with a long drive it can be very tiring.
They moved to Cranbourne after being robbed twice.
Where we live here, we feel very safe. We know the surroundings, we know our neighbours.
You know, it's a family area and it's a simple way of living, and this is who we are and this is what we like.
The Kirby, Mendoza Rodriguez and Rabo families have chosen the exurbs for the affordable and child-friendly lifestyle, and they're hoping governments pay more attention to their growing communities.
Politicians need to get in their cars, their taxpayer-funded cars, and start going west and asking what other people need. Yeah, CBD's tourists and brings money in, that's all good and well, but you know, the outskirts, you know, they need help.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.